Testing, testing. 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 Testing 1, 2. Testing. Testing, testing. Test, 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 test. Testing, testing, testing. is US helis. Well, this is the nobody know on UPN anymore. Let me see. Right. Over that. Alright. You hear me now? I'll move my mic from where you spot it was. So, over now. No. Yeah, that's better. My mic had to be in front of me then. Right. Hear me better now. I have it monitoring in my headset, so it should be better. Hear me better now. Da-da-da-da. Louder. What about now? No? Better now? Right. Oh shit. Woo! Okay. Oh fuck. This shit hard. Yeah. These men just live on this game mode. Put on the fucking wall! Need water. This is a good server to get practice. Ah, your mama. This is Helly's. Everybody used to go UKN, but Helly's take over. Why they put me in the middle, like? Alright, this is 1v1v1. So let me go. I just joined these private rooms just to make people rage quit. So let me see. It's strange having my voice in my head because after so long. Yeah, I realize I taking it tough. Right. Oh, that feels so much better. I can talk normal now. Jump again. Yay! Alright. Fuck. This is good practice. What do you want? What the fuck? This digital way. I still only digi hardware. Alright. Wait, sir. What the fuck? Put on him more like that wall. Wait, this gonna have a kick play. Fuck. Nice. See that? I'm going nice fuse with. Oh, whilst you're here, I'm gonna show you something. Oh, and you are a moderator on the Twitch, right? So just so you know. Oi. I want to show you what I'm gonna build. It's very similar to the last base, but it's very inconspicuous. UKN, something going on with UKN servers. This UKN real going through, baby. Hey, somebody build a pyramid, baby. That is too much upkeep. Well, you had to be mad. Okay, so watch why it is. What part this builder is? I'll put it as metal. Alright, so this is how I just start off my base, right? When I now join wipe, I don't bother to build a starter base and then build the main base. This is how I just start my base. So the lowest foundation you could put, you put that, like that. And this is the starter base. This gonna be the starter base. So when you're ready to expand now, this is your expansion. Oh, yeah, more. You leave a hole over there. You leave this triangle open. Put one wall there. Put a low wall. Destroy this one. Put the next thing there. This is what people will be saying when DLC is being paid to win. So you take one or two of these shelves. Remember, it's the beginning of wipe, so you're not gonna have any BPs. So you're not gonna have the ladder hatch and ladders and things. So how you getting up from here? The shelf. This is what I mean by these fucking things pay to win. So you have that. And this is your bunker over here. I'm gonna change this to twig so you have an idea. So you put twig over here. And that is your bunker. So let me see, right? Let me say we finish, do all this. You put your door here, right? Fucking rocket launcher there. Alright, so yeah, so the bunker. So let me say we on the second day I wipe or the first day I wipe, and let me say all this is you get for some reason just if even if this is stone, the first day I wipe, nobody gonna have a set of rockets unless you have a big clan around you. But second day I wipe, yeah, you could get all this metal. So let me say you get all this metal and you want to raid here, right? Somebody come to raid you. And I'm thinking them had to go through two, three doors, right? So they're going through that. But they meet this. Now, instead of going through our next couple of doors, they have to go through this. Or they have to go through a roof here. Chances are you're gonna have all this. All this is HQM by that time. All that could be HQM by that time. So they have either a choice, go through that wall or keep going through the bunker. You understand? So this the savior from getting fully raided. Even if you have a box or a furnace here, there is nothing to lose. It's just gonna be a little more difficult to grind all this up. But I just focus um on more getting more base secured than getting loot in the first few days, you know what I mean? So they have to go through and you see it's not splashable to get to break the twig. It have even if they use incendiary, it's not splashable unless face punch start changing that shit, but it's not splashable from the inside, so they can't break that twig. See what I mean? That's not gonna go through. They, they have to go through this bunker. So from the outside, it very rare people is go through foundations. Although the last report we had there, them Russians hit a couple walls and they say, nah way, this better go through foundation. That's the only reason why them going through foundation and they still ain't get nothing. Yeah, so the bunker, I wonder if I could show you this way. If I could, oh, I have to come up with this. Oh yeah, you could do that. Eh? You could use this. I didn't know. I don't even know about that one. Once you have this deal, see, that is what people must be saying. Rust is very pay to win. Very pay to win. So if somebody shoot an incendiary rocket, right? And you have this damn DLC, you could just craft a bunch of these and out the fucking fire. You understand? So let me show you this. So if we go across, so yeah, you could this bunker, how I make it. If you want to seal it from, this is how you normally seal it because this is where your TC is. But let me say if something happened and for some reason you get locked out and they put down no TC yet, and, and somehow you get TC over here, right? You could you could get rid of this. But you gotta come on this side and seal from this side. And whoever inside they get locked in. You understand? But you gotta make sure and seal back over here. Because if you don't seal back over here, it wouldn't make sense. So whoever the fuck inside here, they ain't real shit. I just have a habit. I have a habit. I don't leave. I just leave. I just do this. So instead of putting this up here, I'll put a frame here. Usually I will put the ladder hatch like you see last time. But my bad habit is no matter what base I do, no matter how expensive it is end up being, I was always pancake lay it, you know? So they have two options. Either you go through the most expensive route it have, which is through this honeycomb and through the wall, or you could go through the top down which is still honeycomb and layer over here. Or you could go through the fucking doors, which could still end you up. Still end you up in a bunker. So anyhow you take it, you go and close it. All for one. One solo player. So as it is here now, I'm gonna show you. So all this had a upgrade. Then don't get me wrong, this shit is be real fucking expensive. So I just have no choice but to farm or try and kill people. You know what I mean? So as it is here right now, without doors and thing, the upkeep is 2700 metal. So that's not bad. So by the time I put with added doors and things, it'll be a little over 3000 metal for the day. This has always been my loot room. A primary loot room, because what I learn is when people raid in and they find a bunker, they will go through this door. They'll go through this wall, thinking, okay, TC over here. We'll go through this wall. So instead of putting the TC here, I'll just put a loot room, and this is eventually be a armored door. So they're still gonna get loot, but they wouldn't get TC. So what I plan to do is, where the bag is, right, so put the bag there. Yeah, so the TC is the most important thing over loot. You could always get back loot, but once I get TC, that is it. The dog's dead. Yeah, you can't do it. So even if they get loot, that's one thing. Fucking garage door, right? So you put in that. Bench, put a level 2. Where the workbench right over here. And beginning and wipe, here just have furnaces. So, oh, I do like this furnace. Right, so you see, when you put the TC in a weird spot, it is harder for readers to find. So all here, The reason why I put all this room over here is it gonna save me from having to put a bunch of shit upstairs, you know? So I could put a loot room here. I could put a loot room there. I could even extend it and make it like this. And I have a bunch of boxes on this side. You know? I could do that. But then we are gonna put my electric furnaces. Oh shit. So you could do that. Or you could leave up here open. I feel like we do that. Leave up here open, put electric furnaces. Put that there. Could run your pipe in. A barrel should be able to fit up here. Oh shit. I remember my mistake. Where you get the idea? So this is basically what I'm building. I test it out in the water. It's very similar to the last base that I give you. And I'm gonna build this inside the river. I tried to make a China wall, but I don't know how to do China wall bases. So that's the next thing. I don't know how to do China wall bases. Hello, Mr. Ghosty. Yeah, I really can't figure out how to do China walls. You need to do China wall bases, you need a symmetrical base. So it had to be even on each side. So them 2x2s, 4x4s, them kind of base and thing. You can do China wall real easy on them. I just cannot figure out how to do it on these types of bases. I can't figure that shit out. While you're here, I will show you how to do this external TC. Because I realize all I don't do the externals properly. They change externals that it cannot be disconnectable unless you do it a certain way. So first things first, you put in, right, so let me say this is the end. You don't really need it to be like this, to be fair. So let me show you. I'll show you with an awkward angle. Because most bases have an awkward angle. So you don't need to touch, you just need to be close to it and put it low. You're starting off low. So coming like that. You put in that. This is a gatehouse. We're not studying that yet. Right? So this is where you're beginning. No, it don't need to touch. It just need to be as close as possible. Because this TC, when you get raided, this TC going to take over this base. So as close as you could. You could bring it even closer if you want. The proper way to do it is to have. So let me give an example. So my base is going to be basically with those foundations, right? You bring out 2 squares. You destroy this one. You put that triangle here, which leaves that space. You come out here, put these 2, and bring this foundation upwards. I'll show you why when you'll see why. Bring this one level up and go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And you put a triangle here. Block this off. Power window. Cover this. You need this frame, this triangle frame. Make sure this frame is upgraded. You're using twig from here. Well, you're gonna be using twig anyway. So leave this twig. Make sure you have 1, 2, 3. Right? So 1, 2, 3. It must have at least 3 over here. So you don't need these foundations anymore. This is a disconnectable TC. Yeah. So we're basically using these frames to be disconnectable. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Your TC come in here. Put in a window here. TC there. Oh. Right, so the TC go in there. It don't need to be metal. I just like using metal for everything for my bases. But this frame have to be upgraded. So this is how you disconnect this is how you're connecting the TC. So you could get rid of these at this point. You put in this frame here. Put in a frame inside here. You're leaving that. Leave this twig. You come in here, here. See how it's not connecting? Connect that there. You upgrade, 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 upgrade. So let me say, like how I get rated, right? And they get everything. They have external TC, which going to save you from your base getting griefed. But how you gonna get back the TC inside it? So you go inside. Let me say everything get rated, right? So you have no TC inside here. You see, as the TC gone, you get back build privilege. That is this TC here. But how you gonna get back a TC inside it? You remove this. So now, what you build in decay? You see? So once this connected, once that connected, it's going to feed into this base because of how close this built. So this is how you keep your base from being fucked up. And I usually put 2, but you could put 1 on each side, so 4. Yeah, I should make tutorials. To be honest, I should. I didn't. I never record any videos for it yet, though. But I should. I really should. So this gonna save all your bases. Especially how you and Quad play every day. External TC gonna save you a lot. And you see what I do and all. They raid my base, but they didn't get the loot, the main loot, because I just transfer everything into barrels over here, like what I show you. And inside here, you could fit 3 to 4 barrels very easily. Yeah, you could. This could apply around the main base. You could put this in around the main base. You could put this anyway. So let me show you. I have that. There already, right? So you could come on this side. You come again. You put 1. Oh shit, this had to be low. So you put 1, you put 2. Metal. You demolish this spot, you put that triangle, not that side, this side. Make this metal. Yeah, sometimes the terrain could be too low, so we gotta start to adjust the suit. Alright, that going down anyhow you take it. So once you get this down, because if it too high, you'll be, remember they have high foundations here. So let me show you. So if it's too high, right? Let me say you put it like this. Let me say you put it like this, right? you need this one level higher. Than this foundation have to be lower than this one. Right. So this foundation had to be lower than this one. So because you need the frame to go in the middle. So this, it wouldn't be high enough. So you don't need to do it like how I show you here. It just needed to be as close as possible, like this. Don't need to be touching, but that does work. You understand? So once I get this down, you just need to check this high foundation here. So you just need to check 1, 2, 3. This could be the frames, and then 1, 2. You understand? You close this off, put a frame here, put a window here. The window is important. Put the window. And there you have an external TC. Just make sure you upgrade this. You could delete this. Come back with these square frames. Put one there, put one there. Put this. Come back with this and connect it here. And you have an next external TC. To do this external, you just put that there, that there, that there. And you have a gatehouse. No, so this going to, you need to put upkeep on this, right? So this upkeep going to keep everything from this foundation, everything here, and the gatehouse up until this. That TC going to upkeep until here. These things wouldn't decay. If the main base get raided, that going to keep decaying until you put back a TC inside. This upkeep just going to prevent anybody from putting a TC inside here, and nobody would be able to remove anything or place anything, which includes the tool cupboard. So in the event of you getting raided and you have multiple external TCs, you need to destroy this twig. This twig, you just need to destroy this twig alone and it would open up. So you destroy that. You come by this one. Destroy this. Right? Oh, ladder, boy. Oh, right. You put your ladders, you come inside. You turn a TC inside here. Now you see how you remove the twig from the two externals. The building privilege not extending into the main base anymore. So now you could come and put your TC back inside your base. So when you done do that, you need to go back outside, put back these, leave this twig because you need this to be twig so you can destroy it. You put back your twig over there, you upgrade these. And now you have externals back in order. Plus your main TC back in place. So you see like how in them big bases they just have the externals and whatever else. And when they get raided, you see all the TCs and everything inside the base still like nobody would pick it up. That is because the raiders didn't go through the externals. So the base owners still have building privilege. So basically the externals going to keep building privilege in the main base. Even if they get raided. So it is a next layer of protection for yourself. That is why I just put loot in the external TCs, because raiders don't go through external TCs. They had a real hate you. Them had a hate your guts. Yeah, you go see what they call it. Help! Thank you. Ay, marakat. Right. Okay. So goodbye, goodbye. I shall be back tomorrow.